The plane was running out of fuel. Amelia Earhart was somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. She was searching for a tiny island that was almost impossible to see from the air. A ship was waiting nearby. Her radio messages were becoming harder to understand. And then she disappeared.
But to understand how Amelia Earhart vanished, we have to go back to the beginning. In 1937, Amelia Earhart was already one of the most famous pilots in the world. She had broken aviation records, she had crossed the Atlantic Ocean, and now she wanted to accomplish something even bigger. She wanted to fly around the world.
Her aircraft was a Lockheed Electra. Traveling with her was navigator Fred Noonan. Together, they had already crossed thousands of miles, country after country, ocean after ocean. The journey seemed to be going according to plan, until they reached Lae, New Guinea.
Their next destination was Howland Island, and this was where the real danger began. Howland Island was extremely small. It was surrounded by thousands of kilometers of open ocean. From the air, finding it would be incredibly difficult. So a US Coast Guard ship called Itasca was waiting near the island. Its job was to help Amelia find Howland.
On July 2nd, 1937, Amelia and Fred took off from Lae. They had a very long flight ahead of them. Their aircraft was carrying a large amount of fuel, but the distance was enormous, and there was almost nowhere to land if something went wrong.
Hours passed. The Itasca waited near Howland Island. The crew watched the sky. They expected Amelia's aircraft to appear. Then, the radio started receiving messages. Amelia was getting closer, but something was wrong. She was having trouble determining exactly where the island was.
The ship tried to guide her. Amelia continued searching. The aircraft was somewhere near Howland, but Howland was tiny, and the Pacific Ocean was enormous. Every minute mattered, every mile mattered, and every drop of fuel mattered.
Then Amelia sent another message. Her fuel was becoming a serious concern. The crew of the Itasca continued trying to communicate with her, but the radio contact was not working as effectively as they needed. They knew she was somewhere nearby, but they still couldn't see her. Then came the final known radio transmissions. Amelia was still searching for Howland Island. The ship was waiting. The aircraft was somewhere above the Pacific. And then, the radio went silent.
The Itasca waited for another message. Nothing came. They tried again. Still, nothing. Amelia Earhart had disappeared. The United States launched a massive search operation. Ships searched the ocean. Aircraft searched the surrounding area. Huge sections of the Pacific were examined. But there was no confirmed sign of Amelia.
Fred Noonan was gone too, and the Lockheed Electra was gone. No confirmed wreckage was found. No confirmed landing site was discovered. And no final explanation could be proven. Years passed, then decades passed, but the mystery never disappeared. Different theories began to emerge. One theory says the aircraft simply ran out of fuel. If that happened, it may have crashed into the Pacific Ocean.
Another theory suggests that Amelia and Fred may have reached the remote island of Niku. Some researchers believe there may have been signs that someone survived there for a period of time, but no evidence has conclusively solved the mystery. Other theories appeared too. Some became famous, some became extremely strange, but none has provided a universally accepted answer. And that is what makes Amelia Earhart's disappearance so fascinating. Maybe the answer is somewhere beneath the Pacific. Maybe it is hidden on a remote island. Or maybe the final clue has already been discovered, but the